Bitcoin. Welcome to Bitcoin Technical Analysis, Episode 1. Theo Goodman speaking. I'm here with BTC VIX, and we're going to take a look at the weekly Bitcoin chart and see what the price is doing. Hey, BTC VIX, I heard you have a weekly chart. Is that right?
I do. Thanks for having me on, Theo. So it's been kind of an interesting time in the Bitcoin markets. Maybe that's the always catchphrase cliche of what's going on in trading. But we've been going through some pretty heavy consolidation up until now. And if you can see my screen right now, it's a Bitstamp weekly chart. What I really want to focus on is the orange line, which is basically the long-term bear trend line from the all-time highs. And as you can see, we've actually entered into a period where it appears that we are in the process of breaching that. Now, I want to caveat that and say just because the line appears to be breached or that area, uh, it's kind of squishy. We don't necessarily know that that means we're fully into a bull market. It just may mean that this specific bear trend is ending, which is good to a lot of the long-time holders. The second part I'll point out is the triple Bollinger Band. Basically, you got these three different colors here. There's a blue, a teal, and a red. And if I scroll out here, you can see we really haven't been this tight on the Bollinger Bands. So going back towards the move up to 266. So I mean, this is about $12, which is very early in 2013. And basically, what this is saying to us is we've gone through a long period of consolidation, and there's a lot of power, built up potential that can come out of this move. So that's something to take in consideration as, we may be getting a bit less bearish. I don't want to go and fully commit to a bullish perspective. So then the third point, which would give me, an entry for a long, is the SCMR trends, and that comes out of Danny Jassy over at Spider Crusher Market Research with his trend candles. As I zoom in here, you can see that we had a blue reversal candle with a signal candle, and we've confirmed that now. So it's very important, for me to have three good reasons to take a long position. And currently I see that with the breach of the long-term trend line, as well as the power that's potential behind it with the constricting Bollinger Bands on the weekly, and then a confirmation out of the Spider Crusher software.
Okay, great. Yeah, that looks really interesting. So why did you put the start of the trend line at the top of that wick? I don't know when that is. What is that? That's last year, right? Yeah, right there.
That's actually the end of 2013, because if you remember, we're in roughly, what is it, a 19-month bear trend now. So I was just picking from the all-time high, and it does get a little noisy here in kind of the middle areas of trying to pick kind of the line of best fit. So that's why I see this more as an area and not specifically an actually definitive line of being broken or not being broken, and that's why it's squishy in there. You can't just simply say, hey, it's broken, it's a bull trend now. It just may mean this longer term bear trend is broken. We could still be in for a much longer bear market, but those are things going in the favor of the bulls that allow me to take a bull position right now. I think Flipper is on, so maybe he has some commentary.
Yeah, right. So we're also joined by Flipper today. Hi, Flipper. Do you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me go over to your screen share. Hold on. So what do you think of VIX's chart?
Okay, so basically the way I'm looking at this is we're clearly uptrending on the EMAs. That's great. So trend is obviously up right now, right up until, 3 days kind of up. Weekly is not up yet. But yeah, so we're uptrending. We've kind of come down. I thought we were going to hit this 200, but anyway, we didn't. Whatever. But yeah, we're kind of like rising here. I expect this to kind of pull back again. They always like to confirm the lows, don't they? But it could just be one of those moves where it just goes, F you and just rockets up. Who knows? But one thing I want to talk about as well was like this 4 hours kind of rolling over, and like 2 hour, maybe kind of say bounce back up 1620. Look at these wicks here on 1620. 1620 could be a tough level. But yeah, so 2 hour, 1 hour could give us a bounce up. 30-minute MACD is surging, which is a good sign. Love it when it does a surge. Pretty unstoppable. But yeah, 4 hours kind of turned down. 6 hour kind of could turn down as well too. And if it wanted to, so could 12 hour. And like 12 hour, you could say like, oh, there's this bearish div on the RSI. You can say, oh, the track's gone. Okay, yeah, bearish div on the 12 RSI. There's bearish div on the daily RSI. Daily MACD does have some bearish momentum div. So we don't want to let this get confirmed. And also this 12 hour is actually a bearish pivot right now. So, and we're kind of high off these 12 hour EMAs. So, really we don't want to come down deep, but it's possible too. So, I think got to remain open to like, maybe we're not going straight vertical to the moon. Maybe we are going to have a, very slow up and downy mooning. What do you think about that, Vix?
I haven't. I was toggling between charts, so.
Okay. Well, don't worry about it then. Let me load up my trading view chart while I'm here, because this is my baby right here. So I'm just going to switch. So I've been on these on the 3 minute, just kind of fanning around really. But let's go to the 15, and you see here I've got China on the left. I've got China on the left, and I've got the futures on the right. One thing I want to point out here is that look, China went up to this level, this green level here, come down, yeah, pretty much the same, and then China rallied right up. Futures kind of half followed it. China did a bit of a dip. Futures full on FOMO retarded selling. Anyway, bought this dip. Look at a lovely buy just underneath all these bottom wicks here. It's a great buy that was. So yeah, again, China's up on the up. Futures is bearish. Just kind of like scared little chickens. But yeah, 260, 262 I kind of liked up here. Well, 263 I guess up in these top wicks. That'd be quite nice to go up to. Could we get to 266? Maybe with some FOMO. I've also been quite liking the 30-minute Spider Crusher Heikinashi. Like, this got me interested in the long, this blue one here. Basically, I've actually been in since about then, but I have scalped it around a bit. But yeah, approaching this kind of resistance level up here, up with these wicks, 1640, 1622, all this kind of, anybody in from up here might be looking to get out break even, you see up there. So, in general, the other thing is I wanted to point out as well is potential bearish 12-hour Willy div as well. And the other thing, of course, was that, did it close like that? Yeah, that 12-hour bearish pivot has closed like that. They don't usually mess around. But support level for rebuy, if I just go to Finex, people like Finex. Support level for rebuy off this is pretty good if you can get in it. Just put the fib up on it. Yeah, fib top to bottom. You're looking 247. This kind of previous little area here. You got some good dots printing here where we hit before 252, but if it does go down there on some retarded leg, I mean, that could be good. So yeah, overall, trend is up. Looking for longs more than shorts. Like, not really actually looking for any shorts. Well, that 12-hour gets me where it says a daily, but yeah, so some things to be maybe thoughtful about, but trend is up, so well, on the daily at least anyway. So that's my feedback.
What do you? Oh, sorry. What do you think? Do you have that chart that you used to bring up as a 6-panel of all of the different time frame Bollinger bandwidths? What if
Yeah,
we
I
give them a
do.
minute there? If Cratch, if you want to come back, I know
No,
you
that's
got
that's
kicked
cool.
off.
No, I don't know. I got kicked off. Google didn't like me. Yeah, show us that. That's cool. Is that a 6-panel Bollinger Bands or what is that?
Well, I mean, there's a couple of charts I want to show here. This one is it's Dumble Doge's chart, and look, he has these you got a green buy signal down here. These are settlements. These lines here. Dumble Doge, he's on TeamSpeak, and he produces some absolutely brilliant targets. We've both got long on the bottom. He was targeting like all the right areas. Dumble Doge in TeamSpeak. I'm picking him up right now. He's worth listening to. He's got good charts, and also Crypto Satoshi. I'm putting my name behind him too. But yeah, sorry, going off tangent. Let's have a look. Rebound squeeze. But I think the weekly is just starting to blow out a bit to the upside. But let's have a quick look. I mean, what's that? It's 2 hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour. I mean, you can kind of like see tops on these B bands, and when they get blown out, nothing really too much going on really. Just have all just kind of popped out a bit. But I mean, going back to Dumble Doge's chart, I mean, that's actually not his very latest one he sent me. It's actually this one. I think people might be interested in this because like this guy, his chart, he actually looks like an artist. I stuck the dynamic levels on it, but yeah, I mean, you can see he gets like these are like his pivots. These red ones and the green ones are like his blue candles and pivots. And I checked the code on these. He's just got them set quite tight, and yeah, they're pretty good. And yeah, he had good levels all the way up. So yeah, really like his chart, and he does good trades as well. So putting my name behind him. Check him out, TeamSpeak.
Okay, cool. That looks good. I like the black and white candles a lot. It's really clear.
Yeah. What about you guys? Have you guys got anybody you've been paying a bit of attention to lately? You want to put forward and recommend?
I always like Jazza. I mean, he's a little bit of a feisty personality, but is what is it, SVP or SVB?
Oh, yeah.
Simple
Yeah.
volume, something or another. I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
try and interpret that. It'd be better. I can't do justice of trying to describe what it is that he has created, but I always like to take a look at what he's thinking and his charts that he's posting.
I agree. God knows what the hell SVG thing, whatever that thing is. Who the hell knows? But yeah, his indicator is good. He was calling long from the bottom with his volume momentum thing, saying we're going up. So yeah, also worth listening to, definitely.
Oh, yeah, okay, that sounds good. Now, I've been studying the Woody's CCI, but I can't really explain it right now. I still have to figure out some things, but it also shows really interesting signals.
Hey, the other shout out to do as well is the Pip Foundry, also calling long off the bottom. Those who I know who are calling long off the bottom was Crypto Satoshi, Dumble Doge, and Pip Foundry, and Jozza.
Okay, great.
I just wanted to touch on this once more. I put up my chart again. Don't you feel that we've kind of had this W formation? I mean, this is pretty standard here. We've got a nice W formation out of this consolidating range. Basically, if we take a look at, we went all the way down on Stamp to 153 during the plunge. this Coinbase rally here up to 305. We made another kind of double top attempt at it, but really call it since the end of January, it's been a compressing range. We've the lows have been higher, the highs have been lower, and we appear to be at least having an attempt at getting out of this. And I think the environment, especially with that breach of the long-term bear trend, the Bollinger Band constriction on some of the longer time frames, including the daily, and the Spider Crusher formation, with that kind of W-looking, for candle chart pattern. I don't know. I'm pretty bullish right here.
Oh yeah. I mean, the other thing I'd like to point out as well is check out my screen if you can on the weekly. Look, I mean, weekly green, weekly green, weekly green, weekly green. I've just got a feeling the next one's going to be a fat one up to 300. You know?
We know Chris Dunn has that prediction too as we cleared this order block. I think it was above like 253 or 255-ish,
yeah.
somewhere in there.
I actually did a chart of exactly that the other day. I'm pulling it up here, not that one. It was this one, just as we took off. I mean, basically, this is a 3-day in China. Yeah, got that pretty tough level there, 1580. Once we cleared 1580, I was targeting up to 1820, which is 300. So yeah, so we went up. We've pulled back to like 1580. That's kind of held us support for now. So hopefully, yeah, to 300 from here on the 3-day and weekly is next target for me.
Oh, looks like we lost. Looks like we lost Theo. He must have had some more issues again. But really, that wraps it up for my side, and I think he did a good job covering that flipper. So
yeah, let me just check this in as well. Yeah, look, this weekly level here, 300. Yeah, big wicks. But look at this level here, and look at this one here, 223. What the hell is 23? 23 is 394. So yeah, 300, 400, and then it's the big one, 650, 680. All that kind of that super level.
I have my chart back up. I see that same thing just using the stamp chart. I'm looking at the bottom of this area prior. This 315 area is going to be really tough. That's kind of the first point. Then, like you say, we get up into this basically 400, huge number. Get through that, and then there's a lot of open space up here. Yeah, 600, call it. Maybe a stop off at 5, but it looks like 600 is more kind of what we're looking at.
Yeah, I think this is the double bottom on the weekly. 6 months grinding it out down there. I mean, hopefully we're talking a change in the trend that's going to be lasting. I mean, this isn't like if this is a change in trend, this is not over in a week. This is the beginning of a new 12-month trend. We spent 18 months going down. We previously spent 2 years going up. Now maybe we're going to have 12 months of going up, and everybody can lose their coin shorting it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
I'm done too. Hopefully they can cut it here.
Yeah. If we both leave it, it'll shut down, I think.
Let's do that.
Okay. See you.